What's up? Welcome to Reshoevn8r's YouTube channel. We release new videos every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you subscribe to our channels for the latest cleaning tutorials weekly. We also have a new series dropping called Restorations by Vic, which will be more in-depth restoration videos. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms and always shop at Reshoevn8r.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rob with Reshoevn8r here. Today I'm going to show you how to put on Reshoevn8r Sole Shields on a pair of dead stock Royal 1's that I just picked up. Alright, so for the application process, we do recommend that the shoes be dead stock. If you are going to put them on worn sneakers, we do recommend that the bottoms are thoroughly cleaned. When you get the Sole Shields from us, it is going to come with a couple things in the packaging. You're going to receive the alcohol prep pads. That's used to wipe down the bottom of the shoes, get all the oil and the dirt that comes with it. Traction pads, 4 of them. 2 go on each shoe, front and back. You'll cut them to fit. And then the actual Sole Shields themselves. Alright, so the Sole Shields have 2 separate sides. One's the shiny side and the other is the matte or the dull side. Make sure when you do your application that the shiny side is down and you're tracing on the matte side. So the next step is going to be tracing the sneaker on the Sole Shield. Make sure you leave enough space around the edge of the shoe that the marker or your pen doesn't touch the sneaker. The next step is going to be to cut out the shoe that we traced on the Sole Shield. I left extra room when I traced the shoe. We suggest to cut on the inside of the tracing. That's going to eliminate any type of chance that ink or marker residue gets on the back of the Sole Shield. Alright, so the next step is going to be to wipe down the bottom of the shoe with the alcohol prep pad that's provided. The reason behind this is to just get off any excess oil, dirt, residue that has been on the shoe from the factory, from the store, wherever. So the next step is going to be to apply the Sole Shield to the bottom of the shoe. I find it easiest if I hold the shoe with my knees, freeing up both my hands, allowing me to apply the Sole Shield correctly. Alright, so now that we have the Sole Shield in place on the shoe, the next step is to apply heat, making the Sole Shield adhere to the sole. So each sole of each shoe is going to be a different form. There's going to be different crevices in each shoe. You need to be sure that the Sole Shield goes into each crevice as best as possible. It's going to avoid any air underneath of it and any puncture or damage to the Sole Shield in that area. At this point, we do recommend using the towel to avoid any burns from the heat. Alright, so the next step is to get the precise cut line on the Sole Shield. I like to do that where the sole and the midsole meet. On this pair, you'll see I cut right where the blue and the white meet. Alright, now that I cut in the detailed space, I'm going to go ahead and apply the heat again and just go over the edge of the Sole Shield to make sure it's fully applied around all the edges. Alright, so the Sole Shield's applied to the shoe. The last step is going to be apply the traction pads. This makes it so that the Sole Shield in the bottom of the shoe isn't as slippery when you're walking around. You can customize these traction pads to any shape, design, anything you want. Since this is a pretty flat shoe, we don't really need to do any type of customization. I'm going to put one directly on the back, full length, taking up the majority of the back of the shoe. With the front, I'm just going to lay it across in a diagonal pattern covering most of the front. Alright, now that this shoe is complete, we're going to repeat the process on the other shoe. Alright, so we just wrapped up the Sole Shields on the Royals. The shoes are ready to be worn now. Drop us some feedback. Let us know in the comments if there's any particular shoes that you want to see us apply the Sole Shields to. The Sole Shields and all of our products can be found online at Reshoevn8r.com. And be sure to check in on Monday and Thursday, 7 p.m. We're dropping new videos twice a week.